Welcome to Face in the Crowd. It is the show that celebrates exceptional entrepreneurs. I am your host, Liesl Wilson, and today we focus on the world of fashion as we speak to a young entrepreneur, Tshepho Mashego.
Hi, my name is Tshepho Mashego. I'm the founder of Relevance for Men Tailored Suits. We specialize in tailor-made suits, shoes, chinos, and shirts.
Welcome to Face in the Crowd. We are chatting to Tshepho Mashego. He's the founder of Relevance for Men. Thank you for making time to chat with us today.
Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Actually, thank you for making time to come through to my studios.
Tshepho, where did it all begin for you? How did you come to envision the Relevance for Men as it is today?
I guess for me it started back in 2011 when I started collecting suits off the shelves. And from there my love for suits grew. And to a point where I felt like, you know what, from here onwards, because the fit was always an issue for me. So I'd buy a suit off the shelf and I'd take it to a tailor. So it'd go to a point where I was like, let me invest in this, do thorough research on it, and let me actually start dressing myself up in tailor making my own suits, and then from there pass it over to the gentlemen out there. So that's where it all began, at around 2011.
How would you then describe your journey? I mean, it's had many ups and downs and many lessons learnt along the way. What are some of those you'd like to impart?
I'll be honest with you, Lisa. It has had more ups than downs, very little downs, even if I may put it that way. But very, very valuable lessons which I've learned. And one of them has been success is painful, in a sense that it pushes you to work even when you don't feel like working. Because you're driven by something, there's a certain vision that you want to see come into life. And number two has been to have an open mind, in a sense that I've traveled the world. This job has actually afforded me an opportunity to travel to different countries. And I always came back a different person. I always came back a more hungrier Tshepho, a more determined Tshepho that actually wants to achieve certain things. And I believe I'm on the right track so far. Yes.
So with that said, what would you attribute the secret of your success to?
Determination, tenacity. In this sense, it looks like a very glamorous job from the outside, but behind closed doors, there's so much work that has to be done. You have to put in long working hours, and you have to do that consistently. So you have to do that even on days when you don't feel like, and that's where tenacity now kicks in, where you feel like relaxing but you can't. You have to push yourself. So determination, consistency and tenacity has been the cornerstone of the journey so far.
And then, as you mentioned, there have been more successes than failures to date, but you've managed to dress quite a few prominent people. Obviously there are joys within that as you get to interact with different types of people and also get to just understand who they are and how they like to express themselves. Who are some of those people on the list? What are some of the joys you've gotten from those interactions?
I'll be honest with you, Lisa. We're not celebrity-driven per se as Relevance for Men, but it's always good to be recognized by a prominent person, where you get an email or a phone call from a prominent person saying, hey, I actually would like to outsource your services. We've dressed the likes of the Minister of Finance, Malisu Kikawa, DJ Black Coffee, Lawrence Maleka, DJ Glenn Lewis, and I'll be honest with you, with most of them, we started off on a relationship of a client and supplier, but to date, we've actually grown that relationship into a more personal and friendship relationship, where I can actually contact them at any time for advices, and trust you me, they've added actually very valuable lessons and valuable advice to how to grow the company further from here onwards. So, and not just them only, even with our day-to-day clients which are not prominent, they also add value to the business because we, as I said earlier, we're open-minded. That's the cornerstone of actually growing. You need to be able to listen to what your clients want.
Obviously, there's a trust element to the products that you offer. Not many designers go for they opt for the route of showcasing during fashion weeks to spread their brand and just obviously expand the business in and around the country. Do you opt for such measures? If not, why?
It's definitely not in our immediate plans, which is immediate, I'm referring to a year to 5 years. A reason being, sometimes disadvantages of one trying to force growth. So we want to grow organically, through word of mouth, through the good products that we offer. So that's the cornerstone of our business. Then we're thinking maybe in 5 years' time from now, we would be in a position to actually showcase, but I'll be honest with you, it's definitely not in our immediate plans. And it's not because of financial reasons again, because we will be expanding in this 5 years in terms of opening up more outlets out there. So the cornerstone of our growth, we want it to happen organically. So it's for that reason why, for now, we actually don't see the need for us to be showcasing on Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, SA Fashion Week, but definitely we do attend and support our colleagues.
Prior to this, what were you doing? When did you make that transition as an entrepreneur? Has it always been in your blood? What is your story there?
Just to answer the latter questions, latter question, yes, it has always been in my blood. I was busy with numbers. I'm a former accountant by profession. So I've always been in business. I've tried out different businesses. I've lost money. I've learned the lessons of entrepreneurship. And I started Relevance for Men. It was founded in 2015, August. And a year later, it wasn't in my plans. The demand grew to a point where it told me that, Tshepho, now it's time for you to actually jump ship and put all your efforts into Relevance for Men. It wasn't in my immediate plans. And back again to organic growth. You allow the business to grow. You don't force it to grow. And voila, it's been a year since I've been out of my full-time job. And it has been an amazing journey.
I know you're not one for titles, and you keep mentioning our, because as you like to remind yourself, no man is an island. This is teamwork in its very essence. So we caught up with a few people who you work with and interact with. This is what they had to say.
Hi, my name is Edward Ndai, and I work with Tshepho at Relevance for Men.
Hi, my name is Mpho Chaba. I work with Tshepho Mashego at Relevance for Men.
We worked with Tshepho for about a year now. We started working together when we were opening Station Lounge, and then we had to co-join with Relevance for Men.
I currently work at the Station Lounge, and Relevance for Men is associated with the Station Lounge. So I started being interested in his range, what kind of suits he makes, the shoes and the chinos and so on. So I went to him it was about 3 months ago. Then I asked him if maybe I could join the ship just to learn more about the fabrics, because I was interested in fabrics.
Working with Tshepho is yeah, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot because Tshepho is a self-driven person. That when you is running a business, and normally when a person runs a business, they run it behind the scenes. But Tshepho is that kind of a person who runs it.
Tshepho, yeah, he's one guy that I think we all need in life. He's motivated. He's got a drive in him, work ethics. Like, he knows what we need. He knows what he needs. He's got this thing with him. I need to get things done. I need to get people I need to make people wear me.
From the past year, what I've learned from him is, you know, for a black person to do what Tshepho does, a lot of people, they don't have respect for what they do. You know, a person wants to be successful, but they're not self-driven. So Tshepho is self-driven. He knows what he wants, and at all costs, he wants to get what he needs.
I've learned that it's not always about money. It's not always about money. It's about service, what you give to people, to clients. Generally, you know, I've learned that in life, don't shy away from problems. Face problems directly.
Wow, what I wish for relevance for men. I want to see relevance for men in all the malls, brother. It's a proper, can I put it? Proper, the designs that he does, they're so proper, my brother. You want to go to a mall and, you know, purchase a suit. So what I wish for him is, because now he gets so stressed with his orders and stuff like that. So what I wish for him is he can have more designers that works with him, and he can have stores that he supplies the suits to, you know, and his shoes.
My deepest wish, it's for us to see maybe half of South Africa wearing Relevance for Men. Shoes, suits, knowing about us corner to corner, everywhere.
Well, it's time for a break. When we return, we get to know Tshepho a little more on the personal side. Stay tuned.